Okay, so would you like to introduce yourself to the viewers of Positive TV?
I'm Suki. I'm the manager of the Essence Foundation in UK.
I'm Naomi. I did my first Essence course, I think, about 3 years ago, and it was a surprising experience, and I'm very glad I did it. I'm a journalist by trade.
My name is Paul Higgs, and I'm a previous participant of the Essence Foundation course.
Yes, hello. I like the name Positive TV actually. It's my name is Marie-Agnès. Yes, and I'm French, and I live in London. I've lived in London for the last 10 years, and as I was in a visit in France last year, in early 2011, I was invited to come along to the first Relationship Essence course. It was the first of the type, and this opportunity was really something I wanted to seize because it was the moment I had the time. So I came along and really thoroughly enjoyed what I experienced there in many ways. It was really deep and fun and interesting meeting people in this seminar, and not least of all Menis, you three.
Do you know what? The first time I did it was probably about 6 years ago, I think, and it was recommended to me by someone, and I can't even remember who now. And I think I do recall being quite nervous, and they recommended it to me quite a few times, and I wasn't really sure, and I was going to do it, and then I wasn't, and all the rest of it, because I didn't think it was really my cup of tea. But I eventually went on it, and it was fantastic. I loved it, got a lot from it, and it was my cup of tea. And I found it fantastic.
So my next thing was I wanted to go to the Essence Foundation course. So I went, and the 3 days went really well. It went so well. I was really impressed from the first seminar anyway, but it got even more interesting. And having that experience, I asked if I could assist on the next seminar to continue the process, because this is something that keeps growing. When it started, I mean, it's life itself really, but it's tapping into things more deeply with the help of Menis and the assistants, and of course other members, and the more the better.
The format of the course is a 3-day course, and it goes through many different areas of your life. We do a lot of work to do with choices, about parents, about awareness tools, about doing things in a different way, about consciousness, being much more aware of what you're actually doing rather than being unaware of what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, for years there had been things in my life that same as most people I would imagine, I wasn't 100% happy with. And I'd actually done a lot about it. I'd read a lot, I'd studied all sorts of NLP, various bits and pieces. I was just generally interested in that type of stuff. So I guess it appealed to me from that aspect, and and I say it was very highly recommended. So in the end, I thought, look, what have I got to lose? Might learn a little bit of something. Give it a go.
In many ways, everybody knows the kind of information. They know the theory about how one should communicate, how one should relate to your family, your partner, your husband, wife, children. But we still don't do it, and I think the really interesting thing about an Essence course is that it puts you in a position where you are able to experience how you actually react in a normal day-to-day way.
Also, a lot of fun was to be had there, and I had so much fun, and it was a lot of laughter as well as a lot of emotions, but all very growth-bringing. Everybody felt so more open, so more joyous by the end of every course. and very bonding as well.
It's 3 days of a lot of fun, a lot of insights, a lot of different perspectives that you hadn't foreseen, a lot of surprises actually. And I suppose one of my biggest memories of having done my course was the first time I saw my family again, and I looked at things in a very different way. In terms of, I've always been an empathetic person, but there was more for me to learn about what motivates people to be the way they are, and how our communications are sometimes make it difficult for us to relate to each other because there's so many other things going on in the background that we're not that aware of. So it's like a 3-day kind of space where you're able to focus on it in a very unique way that you're not able to do in the normal world outside, other than read books and absorb all kinds of theories. But this is actually experiencing it in its moment and learning from your reaction, and then being able to apply what you've learned in the real world.
So it actually had practical application between you and your family?
It's very practical, and very down to earth actually, which is what I really like about it. There's something about the Essence course that gives you the opportunity to work out how your early life relates to what you're still doing now, and how it's created patterns that either serve you or don't serve you. And it's learning about how to identify those things coming up, which they naturally do because we're all human, and how to learn to do something different with them.
I got older and I learnt more. I realised that those beliefs were actually wrong. Nevertheless, I developed them, although I consciously knew that they were wrong. I'd effectively been programmed to see things in a certain way. So as a result, of course, I saw things in that way. And as a result of doing basically the Essence course, massive awareness was brought to that fact, the fact about probably the unhelpful beliefs I had, and there's various exercises and a few bits and pieces you do that basically massively changed the way I thought about myself and saw life, and of course as a result, I saw life differently, and life was different in a massively positive way. So it was good.
I can't think of any category of person that I would say should not do this course. I recommend it to people all the time. I'd love everybody I know to do it. My mother has done it, my sister has done it, I hope that my dad will do it, my partner's done it, and we continue to relate to each other in a more authentic way, I think, as a result of us having all done the course.
What I would say, it's out of your whole life, I say this a lot, out of your whole life, it's a 3-day course, and to invest 3 days into your life and just go and do it, you will definitely get something out of it. It's like 3 days. How can 3 days out of your life be kind of missed? 3 days will be those 3 days will be so fulfilling that you will carry it with you for the rest of your life. A lot of the processes we do on the course, you carry with you most of your life, and you learn and you use it, and we use it in many areas of your life without even being unaware of it, that you're using it. So
that first time, I didn't really participate too much, but actually it was massive for me. The biggest change I've ever experienced in anything.
Where can people pick up more details on the course itself?
On the course itself, we're on the website www.essence-foundation.com. We're also on the YouTube, which you can put Essence Foundation, or you can put Dr. Manish Usri, and you'll find a lot of videos about him. We're also on Facebook, also on Twitter.
Great, thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Okay.